Alright people, welcome back to another video. Let me see if I could get my webcam going. What's up? Do we have a crop? Okay, let's do this. Is that better? Whoa, that looks kind of weird. One sec, let me fix that. Let's fix that. Alright. Transform, fit to screen, perfect. Alright friends, welcome back to another video. For those who don't know me, my name is Javier Morales and I'm a photographer based in Orlando, and I just came back from a mini session for a kids academy, like a pre-K academy where my little one goes. So I took photos of her as well and some of the students that wanted some Christmas photos. Big shout out to Jonathan, my good friend, for lending me the backdrops. Unfortunately, the ones that I was supposed to use from our friends at Aperture got stolen. I got stolen backdrops. It was sent to my old address, and the people that live there now, they told me, hey, we never received anything. I went to the UPS, to the postal office, and they say we actually put them in the mailbox, and it seems that they took it. So I was like, you know what, whatever, they could keep them. Hopefully they'll have fun with them. And I was like, you know what, I wasn't even gonna try to do them because I was, man, I planned this. I was super happy to do something for one of my sponsors and whatnot. But I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Then I was like, you know what, guys, do you still want me to do Christmas photos? They're like, yes, please do. And one of my good friends, Jonathan Ledesma, another amazing photographer, he lent me his backdrop. So we're gonna take a quick peek. We're gonna go and see the ones that I took yesterday. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go over the ones that I did with for my little one, for my baby, and go over what settings I'm using, what the editing process is gonna be like, what the setup was on location, what gear I used. We're gonna do a quick recap on that, and then we're gonna do a few edits. I do have a list of the ones that actually I gotta send the link to the people that took photos today, which we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna copy the link and I'm gonna copy this link and send it to, let's see here, send that to the students. So we're gonna send that right now so they can start choosing the photos. So I'm gonna send this here because I uploaded the other ones it was a 2-day event, so I uploaded the one I just did upload in the preview today for the ones that we took today, and then we're gonna review the ones from yesterday, and if they send me information about the ones today, we're gonna be able to do it. But I'm texting them the link so they can start looking at them and they can start selecting those. And somebody texted me a name, but I have no idea. Okay, let me put this here. Alright guys, while I do this, I'm going to talk about the camera that I use. Big shout out to Lian Lebron, gracias por conectarte. She was one of the moms that was there with her kid. She loved the photos and she loved the interaction, and she says, ya quiero verlas, so I'm glad that you like them. And yes, you might be able to see the ones that we took today, but we're gonna check the setup real quick. with the gear wise, I use my A7 IV. I use my 85, personally my favorite lens, 85 1.8 from Sony. Very affordable, very amazing quality, and I use 2 strobes. My Evo 200 as a kicker from the background, kind of on the side, and I use my Godox 600 Pro as my main key light, and that's what I use. I use that with a grid, so it could be a little bit more directional. So yeah. All right, friends, let's start. So I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see. There we are. Let me fix this too, because I changed my webcam. Put it a little smaller. I'm just gonna put it here so it's not in the way. There you go. And let's see here. There we go. Alright, for those who are on TikTok, you cannot see my face, huh? Let's see. Yeah. There you go. You see my face now. Fantastic. Okay. So, we got those photos from yesterday. This was what I intended originally. I was gonna have that little bench in the front, but I was like, I think it's taking too much from the space, plus the backdrop, it wasn't gonna be the original one that I wanted. So I was like, that's taking too much space. So what I did, I'm like, I'm gonna use the crate. I brought some crates, some chairs, some props, and that's what we had. So this was the official setup right here. Let's take a look at the settings. We're looking at ISO 160, 7.1, 1/60th of a second for the shutter, and I believe the power was on 1/8 of the power on the main one and 1/4 on the kicker. I was bouncing it off the wall, and the main one was just 45-degree angle, you know, with a grid, so it's a little more directional. So that's what I was using. And then this is the more of a setup view right here. So that's the intended look. I'm gonna go to, let's go to the second family just to see what it looks like with people in it. So we got 4 people right here. Of course, kids. Working with kids is very special. You got to be super patient. You got to be very, very careful. See how things are moving. You know, some kids are gonna have a rough time. Some other kids are just gonna love it. So try to be very patient. Number 1. Number 2, try to be entertaining. Be sweet with them. Remember, this is something that you're not supposed to be rushing. Try to get as many photos as you can. Sometimes you're gonna get only 3 good photos. Sometimes you're gonna have 100. So just try to manage the situation the best you can, and do be patient. You know, make sure to talk to the parents. Make sure. I usually like to start on group photos because kids get comfortable that way. When you put a kid first by themselves, it's just gonna be really intimidating because they're meeting me for the first time. They're looking at all this stuff around them. Sometimes the light is intimidating, the camera might be intimidating, and some kids will shut down. So that's why you wanna make sure you start with a group photo. So you want papa, you want mama in there, maybe get the siblings, so they get comfortable in front of the camera. Having props is really important because they're gonna be able to see, oh, look at these colors, look, oh, Christmas time, especially for Christmas setup. We had this few gift. We have the North Pole mail post, prop. We have a few benches, a few things to play with. We have the Christmas tree, so they're familiar with Christmas stuff, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Now, let's see here. Let's go to try once again. As soon as you hit the shutter, you will not have a perfect photo. And this is one thing I talk to the people that sometimes work with me. Guys, don't expect to have a perfect photo. Perfection is the worst enemy of greatness. So make sure, don't overthink it. Especially parents, be careful. Don't put too much pressure on the kids. Give them a chance to relax. Give them a chance. Because every time you look at them, you say, no, put your hands down. No, just be gentle. Let them be kids. Imagine you walking into a studio and somebody, hey, move your head down. Look up. Bring it. Smile. Make sure. It's a lot of pressure, even for us as adults. So be careful when you put pressure, even with your own kids. So just be gentle. Make sure this is something more of a game. Make it fun so they could enjoy it. Let's go and see what the individuals will look like. So for example, the individuals are gonna be like this, right? So you have the kid sitting down. I did have an extra bench where they could put their feet up. If it's too tall for them, we could sit them on the floor. My goal with this is selling individual images. I'm not even charging for the session. Whatever they wanna get, they could get one photo, and that's fine with me. My goal here is to get into the door. I don't expect them to, spend too much money. Number one, it's Christmas. Everybody, is struggling right now with financial stuff, and that's why this one time was very, very affordable for them. And I was charging per image. I did also even more discount with group photos. So if you get like 6 or more, you get discounted rates. And this is nowhere near what I usually charge. Once again, I'm putting my foot into the door. I'm giving them a showcase of my talents, my quality, how I work. And that's what you want to do. Sometimes you have to do free stuff, knowing that it's an investment. Then, once they love the photos, they could do something. So, there is that. So this is what the individuals would look like. This is what a little bit of an older kid may look like. So yeah, some kids are gonna be easier to photograph. Now, always have your parents either next to you or behind you, so they could say, hey, Michael or Lucas, look at mama, and that's gonna help a lot. We have somebody saying, hey, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Alina, welcome to the live stream. By the way, for those who don't know, I'm live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Instagram. So I'm trying to reach as much people as I can. I'm glad that you connected. If you have any questions regarding Christmas photos or anything like that, feel free to ask them. I'm kind of doing a little introduction of what I did. I'm not going to be here too long because I do have to go to a doctor's appointment, and then I come back and I'll be doing a second, a part 2 to edit the photos. I'm trying to stream as much as I can, but once again, work, life, family, it doesn't allow me to do streaming as much as I can. I'm trying my best to be, to make more streams daily, because that helps me promote, that helps me teach people, share my passion, and hopefully grow online. And at the end of the day, my main goal, more than followers, more than that, is actually have a diary of what I do. Maybe in the future I could look back at those videos and be like, hey, I did that during that time. This is how I learned photography, or this was my experience here and there. So that's the main reason I do it, more than followers and whatever, And yes, I like to have friends online. This is like two subjects, Papa and Kiddo. That's what it looks like. I was very glad that the tree they had there matched very well with the backdrop. So I had 3 backdrops. One of them is a little wider, plain, and I think this one matched very well with what we had. So I was really happy with the results. Once again, my settings are 7.1 on my 85 1.8 lens, 1/60th of a second, as well as 160 in ISO. I did swap a little bit of the settings. I did move the light around a little bit as I was progressing. Once again, the more you do it, you're gonna train your eye to see what it needs to be tweaked. Let's go to mama and daughter. So we got mama and daughter photo. Lovely photo. Sometimes kids will be more comfortable either with papa or mama. See which one do a better job. Once they're relaxed, you can push for a little bit or more creative, more demanding poses, things like that. But the whole goal is for them to be comfortable, you know. That will, if they're happy, comfortable, you'll get better results on the camera. Don't force things. Sometimes you're gonna have things that you might not use, you know. They're playing around, they're still kids. One of them is gonna be a good one. So don't overthink it. Just shoot. Make sure they're comfortable. Let them be kids. One of them is gonna be a good one. See, this is great. We have this beautiful princess as well. Look at that beautiful princess. She did fantastic. Once again, big shout out to Little Creations Academy in Kissimmee. That's where my little one goes. And they did great. They did fantastic. Look at that smile. What a beautiful little princess. Alright, so let me go to my section. Right, this is another princess right here. She did great too. Look at that. We did some standing, we did some sitting down on the floor. I've been doing streamings for a long time, but once again, I've been streaming a little more often this year, but I do need to do more stuff. I know. We have this little gentleman right here who looks fantastic. Look at him. He did great. Oh my god, look at that smile. So once again, this is what it looks like when he was on the floor. And then let's see that one. Yeah, great job, buddy. Look at him. He had style. And then this is my baby. My passion. Well, I've been doing photography full time for the past 6-7 years. So everything I do is related to photography. My background goes with school photography, sports, weddings. So I'm more of a freelancer, and I do have some clients that are consistent. But I do more freelancing work. I worked right now I'm currently working for Disney as a past photographer. I do help with tournaments at ESPN Disney. I do the marathon weekend at Disney. And then I'm helping a few friends that do, studio stuff and weddings. I'm a vendor for 5 different wedding companies. And I do help multiple clients, academies, and things like that. So yes, this is my passion. But my first original passion was soccer. But that didn't work out, and now I'm a photographer. So let's go and check this photo. This is already an edited photo. This is what the end result is gonna look like. Once again, the way I like to work is making sure my photo from the very beginning is as close to the end result, because that's gonna help me get things faster, get them done faster, and not struggle on editing. You always imagine I'm charging $15 per single photo and I take an hour just editing a photo. That doesn't add up. I'm gonna be losing money. So what you want to do is make sense of your pricing. Once again, $15 an image, it doesn't add up. I'm more doing this as a Black Friday special for them, but I will usually charge anywhere from $30 to $50 an image and then do packages from there. But this is the let's see, let me do this one. This is before and after. So it's not too much editing. Where am I from? I'm from Colombia, originally born and raised. Actually, I came to the States when I was 12. So this is the before and after. So what I'm doing, I'm pushing the contrast by utilizing the curves. This year I started not pushing too much of the contrast on the basic editing portions, on the tone options. So I'm doing just a tint of contrast right here, plus 23. On the tone curve, I'm doing the contrast from the curves, because I feel that is a little less aggressive, and it keeps a very good tone skins and things like that, or skin tones, should I say. I'm putting all my highlights down, a little bit of shadows. I raise them just a tiny bit. One of the things, the way I edit, I put the texture like very low, like -47, and then the clarity I bump it up. So what that does is you're taking away a lot of the information on the texture, especially on portraits, and then by raising the clarity, you're sharpening a little bit of what you took away. So it's a good balance between that. I'm pushing a lot of the colors. I'm pushing a little of course, the green, magenta, the reds. I do take away a little bit of the orange, because I'm putting vibrance and saturation a little bit higher. Once again, skin tones are usually in the orange spectrum. By desaturating the orange, I'm taking that brightness and aggressiveness and saturation from the other settings. So it's a little bit of giving and taking and finding the good balance on the editing, and then just making sure my exposure is good. So once again, before and after, not too much craziness, but just enough to make it a difference, at least for myself. We're gonna see the ones that I edited. We're gonna do the 5 stars. We're gonna take a look at those. So we got those. Once again, I did close-ups, I did full bodies, I did mid-range, not a mix of things. You want to give your clients as much options as possible. You don't want to be too repetitive. And yeah, this is the end result for this specific portion, like this group. That is my little one right there. And I wanted to show you what the end result was gonna look like. And let me see, somebody's texting me. Awesome. So once again, make sure you get good props, so you get good interaction for your subjects. Once again, have fun. Make sure if you're having fun, they're gonna have fun. This is with Mama. That's the wifey right there. You do some sitting down, some standing, some hugging, kissing, have them interact. You could do individuals as well, Mama individuals, Papa individuals. Yeah. Then we got grandma coming in. Once again, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. And she did an outfit change, so there we go. That's sitting on the floor. That you can do that as well. Once again, just by having somebody standing, sitting, and on the floor, you already have 3 different looks to your photos. If you have them facing left, right, and center, you already multiply those photos. If you have them doing different expressions, you multiply that. Once again, when you do a session, keep in mind flow posing. Flow posing is super important, so you can have an awesome experience as a subject. So you don't have the people just standing, sitting down, standing again, going to the floor, leaning. Make sure you from the point you start, make it like a tour. You start standing up, then leaning, then sitting down, then always start standing up and finish on the floor. That way you don't tire the subject. So keep that in mind. Flow posing, very important. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, my little one. That's my baby right there. Alright, friends. We're gonna take a quick look at the ones that we did today, just to review them. This was yesterday, this was today. So I arrived once again early. I left everything set up from yesterday, so it wasn't too bad. Then we have siblings coming in. They did fantastic as well. Some of them will be easier to photograph than others. Each one will have their own habits. Play into that. Make sure you have fun. Make sure they have fun. Look at that one. That's a keeper for me. That's a great photo. Once again, with kids, just make sure you have your parent next to you so they look straight to your camera, and you get good photos. Sometimes they get very distracted with the flash. They're gonna be looking at the flash consistently, so just be on the lookout and either have a toy on your camera, parents next to you, and talk to your parents and be like, hey guys, just make sure you talk to him. Don't put too much pressure. Don't give too much directions or too much fixing. Let them be. Just call them over. Look at the camera. Tell them to smile. So that's very important. Look at that. You did great. Good job, buddy. Make sure, tell parents, hey, make sure they practice the smile. There we go. That's a good smile. Sometimes it's better than a, pretend smile. Make sure, have them laugh. There's nothing better than a natural laughter. Like, that one looks more natural. So, yeah, that will help a lot. Look at that, princess. Good job. Oh, so cute. They did fantastic. I was very pleased with the results. Kids were amazing. Parents were fantastic. The academy was amazing as well. I think they did a great job. I love that. Good job. We have the little one here too. When they're very young, it's just a little bit hard. Just be reactive and let them be comfortable. Sometimes they don't even know how to smile. Try to play a game. Say, hey, can you say cheese? Give me a surprise face. Good job. Sometimes they like a song. I asked one of them, I'm say, what's his favorite song? Oh, he likes Mickey Mouse. And I was like, oh, that's cool. We could do It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, na 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 na. And then the kid was like, yeah, Mickey. And then you make it happen for them. Now, photographing kids, once again, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Number one, if you're a parent, then you understand. You understand the struggle. You understand how to be patient. You understand the boogers. You understand the all that. So, if you want to be, if you want to do kids photography, just make sure, be patient. At least if you're a good tío, if you're a good uncle, auntie, that's gonna play in your favor. If you're a good, if you have little kids at home or family members and you're patient with them, it's a good, it's a green flag for you to do some kid photography. But if you had zero patience, don't even try it. Do something else. Look at this kid. Great smile. He looks fantastic. The kids are gonna do this a lot, by the way. They're gonna be looking away constantly. So time it. Make sure they're looking at you. Like, sometimes you have to look at their faces and just keep the camera set. Don't move. Call them over. They're gonna be looking away. Hey, give me a good smile. Hey, buddy, what is this? Wow, bah! And then shoot it. Otherwise, it's gonna be impossible because they tend to look around. They tend to look around everywhere. Sometimes that will do a great photo. Sometimes it's like a little distracting. Look at that. He did fantastic. What a great. And then once again, depending on how much space you got, you might have little space, you might have big space. I will be editing all this. That's why I tell parents, select your photos. I'll edit those. Make sure everything looks good. That's mama and kiddo. They did great. Look at that. Now, if the kids do this, and maybe I miss the opportunity here. If the kid is looking a lot at the light, have everybody look at the light. That will do a better photo. Or once again, I have to invest in a little squeaky toy that I could put around the camera. I think that's gonna be a better option. Because the key thing is that all your subjects, whether they're, it has to make sense where they're looking at. If they're looking at the same direction, that's gonna look great. If they're looking at each other, that's gonna look great. If they're looking anywhere and not at the same time or the same thing, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. And then we got this kid right here. He did fantastic as well. He did great. So once again, the idea was to get some individuals, opening the gifts. Some kids will bring their own toys and they will cling into them. So one idea that you could do is put it inside that bag or the gift, have them open it, and their favorite toy is waiting for them in there. So play with what you have. What is this here? Sorry, guys. There we go. Be smart about it. And let me see here. Yeah. So once again, some sitting, some standing. If you have anything physical like the tree, try to include it in your photos. Yeah, he did fantastic. Oh man, we got a model in the house, huh? He did great. We got some siblings. This was a little bit challenging because they were, distracted. They're not used to photos. So once again, try to do your best. Try to call them over. If they're not going to be looking at your photo, it's okay. Let them interact. It doesn't have to be a perfect photo. It doesn't have to be, perfection. And just let them be. One of them is going to be great. There we go. Like that one. That one works. He fell asleep. He literally shut his eyes the whole time, and I was just shooting, waiting for him to wake up. Once again, they're kids. They're gonna have their own world. Play into that. Let them guide you a little bit, because, like, for example, this is a keeper for me. They'll give you one or two that are keepers. That's all. Hey! Good job. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We have another one over here. Look at that. Wow. What a great smile. Good job, buddy. There's some kids that are ready. They're taking enough photos. We're living in an era where they're comfortable in front of a camera. You know, everybody has a cell phone. They'll take photos sometimes. Even my little one will take the mama's phone and take photos, you know. So they're familiar with that. Some of them are going to be just ready to go. They have their own poses. They'll be like, okay, this is my pose. I like to do this one. I like to do the peace sign. Play into that. Sometimes parents are like, give me that toy, give me that. No, let the toy. It's Christmas time. They could have a toy in there. He was like, I love this toy. I was like, wow, is that Lightning McQueen? So yeah. Hey, he has that pose. I didn't tell him to do that. He just naturally did it. And then once again, props. Let them play with it. And add to the playfulness. Be like, hey, are you gonna be an elf now? Wow, you're gonna help Santa? Great job. And you notice that we had a kid, then they came back. If they gotta take a little break, let them take a little break. It's okay. Got this beautiful princess as well. She did fantastic. Look at that. Ah, so cute. So we got her. She did fantastic. Look at that. That's a great one. We got this one. This one was the more challenging one. Once again, once you get, sometimes they get a little shy. Just be patient. Try your best. It took her a little while to relax. And you're there to make sure they're good. They're comfortable enough. One of them is gonna be a good one. It's okay. Keep trying. They'll be making faces too, and that's okay. One of them is gonna work. See, she's getting more relaxed by the time passes. Let mama help you. Once again, they're in front of a stranger, you know, and be patient. Don't force things to happen. Let them walk around the set, you know. I'm not in a rush, you know. Let them be. That's it. There's gonna be one or two keepers in there, but it's okay. And this is my little one again. So, and this is the teacher. She loves her teacher. So she was like, I want photos with Miss Yolanda. That's my favorite teacher. And look at that. They did fantastic. And then we had another one coming in. This was Papa and daughter. They did great. Have another one over here. Papa and kiddo. Oh, that's a nice photo. They did great. Have another. Oh, this one right here. This is a cute one. Mama told me that he it's really hard for him to do photos, but I think he did fantastic. But once again, it comes to the photographer. Photographers shouldn't put pressure in your subject. Same with whatever you do, weddings, portraits, you know, make sure that you understand the subject. You understand, you play helping your subject, you know. Let them be comfortable. They're gonna be move around, they're gonna go up and down, especially with kids. Same with, you know, even pets. You gotta be there, be patient, time it, have fun. Kids, their language is fun, you know, you understand? So play in their world too. He did fantastic. What a handsome young one. Look at that. Sometimes he get distracted. Give him a chance to come back. We'll get 1 or 2 good photos. That's all. Look, the one that Mama told me I never had a chance to do a proper photo. Look how many photos we got. We got a lot of keepers. He did great. It's loading. And that's photos with Mama. And then, yeah, he didn't want Mama in the photo. He was like, no, I'm just gonna sit here. But he did great. And then he started walking my way. And just take the photos. One of them is gonna be great. There we go. And then we got, this young one. He brought his car, and Mama was gonna, and I'm like, no, leave the car right there. And I was like, hey, what kind of car is that? He was like, it's my blue and red and white car. I'm like, oh, that's such a cool car. I love cars as well. Once again, speak their language. It's gonna be easier for you. And I told him, put the car inside the gift. Let's see what's inside. Yeah, this is the opening right here. He literally went like, oh my God, it's my car, and he celebrated that. Once again, they're kids. He loved that. And then we did a few more. He did fantastic. Good job, buddy. I asked him, hey, give me a surprise face. He was like, alright, and then we got another one here. This one took a little longer. Once again, let them warm up to the camera. Not all the photos are gonna be finalized. As a photographer, those who don't know, you're gonna take hundreds of photos and probably just pick 1, 2, or 3, and it's okay. I call those the warming up photos. You're gonna let your subject, you're gonna warm up yourself, you're gonna understand the language for each one. Just let them be, you know. One of them is gonna be a great one. Don't rush it. Let them feel comfortable in front of the camera. Let them have their toys, you know, especially on a Christmas shoot. That's what you want. Then we've got Papa in the photo. We did the group photo right there. Then we did Papa and Kiddo. Yeah, they did fantastic. Look at that. I love his boots, and I asked, and once again, read the room, read the subjects, and ask, oh wow, I really love your photos. And then Mama said, yes, like Woody. I'm like, oh, you like Toy Story? Let's put some Toy Story music. So I had a speaker, and I put you got a friend in me, and he loved it. He loosened up a little bit more, you know. He loosened up, and we were able to do some individuals afterwards. Not as many as I would have loved to, but once again, it's whatever the kid wants to give you. Don't force it. Good job, buddy. And then we got my mom and my little one. There they are. Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember this one. Oh my God, what a beautiful one. She came in, she was like, I'm ready for photos. I'm like, let's go. She did fantastic. Look at that. Oh my God, what a beautiful princess. Once again, you're gonna know which kids you're gonna squeeze more photos out of, and the ones that you're gonna be hunting photos from. And it's okay. Each kid is different. You know, just be mindful. Understand that each one requires something different. Some kids, I'm gonna start putting like a little toy in there next time. Of course, when I put the prices back to normal, I will put a little toy so they can take it home. That'll be the surprise at the end. And also, we had a person posing for themselves. I think she's a teacher. She did great too. You could tell she's a teacher because all the kids have probably stained their pants. But we'll edit those out. We'll fix that. She did fantastic as well. And that was the last person we did today. Anyways, friends, I have to start heading out to a doctor's appointment. It was a pleasure talking to you guys once again. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be probably editing a few of them a little later once I come back from the doctor's appointment. And yeah, I'll be working here in these photos. If you have any questions, if you want to book a session, don't forget to reach me on Instagram or my phone number. My phone number is all over the place. You got my contact information on my website, letsjump.media. So once again, my name is Javier Morales, photographer based in Orlando. I do any type of photography. I'm a freelancer. Whatever you need, let me know, and I'm more than happy to help you out. And if you want tutoring, if you want to learn a little bit of photography, if you have any questions, feel free to reach me on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to go over lenses, cameras. If you have a purchase question, anything like that, I'll be able to help you out. And that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.